I came to a striking realization. Venom Inc. is going to fail. It's going to fail because of Dan Slott in particular. When you read these together, it's actually extremely apparent what's going on here. So Venom Inc. Alpha was the first one written. I actually thought it was really good. I thought it set up the story very well. It got me really excited. I was like, oh, the Venomverse dudes are coming back. I actually liked Venomverse. I'm one of like 7 people who bought it. Cullen Bunn is an average at best writer, and I think that issues 4 and 5, which were the last 2 issues, sucked. And I think it was very rushed. They extended it a little bit longer. I think it could have been really good. But Venom Inc. Alpha was actually pretty good. And it's attributed, here, check this out. It's attributed to both Mike Costa and Dan Slott. Venom Inc. Part 2, Spider-Man 792, sucks dick. It's written by Dan Slott. Venom Inc. Part 3, Venom 159, was really good. It's written by Mike Costa. Venom Inc. Alpha and Venom Inc. Part 3 read like the same person wrote it. Mike Costa wrote Venom Inc. Alpha. Dan Slott wrote Venom Inc. Part 2. Dan Slott also wrote Venom Inc. Part 4, which is why I actually haven't read it yet. Dan Slott is a horrible writer. Flat out. There's no question about it. Dan Slott is the problem. And I think the big problem is Dan Slott is not funny. He can't write Spider-Man. I want to show you something. I want to show you the difference between a hack writer and a writer who kind of knows what he's doing. Okay? I probably should have had this page keyed up, but fuck it. We're just going live right now. Alright. So, now I know I posted this on Twitter, okay? But look at this, okay? Oh boy, hope that thing doesn't leave a ring around the tub. I don't want ... Pete's girlfriend to kill him, because she totally would. Yeah. Hey, but his girlfriend's Mockingbird, by the way. Oh, by the way, Spider-Man was wearing her Ask Me About My Feminist Agenda t-shirt, by the way. Hey, buddy, you like that, huh? Figured out how to pull... Okay, so basically, he's talking to the symbiote, alright, whatever. The part doesn't matter. It's really this part. Oh, should I step out to finish this? Do you two need a room? You know, it's really interesting. Dan Slott, for somebody who I can guarantee you does not have sex, he makes a lot of sex jokes. And they're all equally cringy. And they're all equally adolescent. Like, it's very immature. You want to find the other symbiote or not? But it'll be like clipping a puppy's nails. Chop, chop, do it. I'm convinced that wasn't supposed to be funny. I'm convinced that's like anti-humor of some sort. I want to show you one more thing, okay? He's talking about the Flash Thompson I know. That guy's already a hero. Okay. Think you just pinged. They're talking about a compass they made to find the Venoms. Thank God. I know that bromantic silence was awkward. So listen, when I was in undergrad, I had a lot of friends who, they weren't the coolest people in the world. And there was this like meme that was spreading, like in the mid-2000s, where they would take their hand, put it like that. They would take their other hand, put it like that. And then they would move their thumb. And then they would go, awkward turtle. And like everybody would break out laughing. And I just remember one night I was sitting there and I was like, man, if I really didn't want to try to sleep with this girl, I would have, like, who the fuck am I hanging out with? Why am I doing this to myself? So, Dan Slott would have been in that room fucking hysterical laughing is what I'm trying to get at, alright? So this is what Dan Slott wrote, alright, with the Party City ad in the background. I want to show you Mike Costa. Now, this is kind of a spoiler because it's like the last, like, 2 pages. But this is the difference between Dan Slott and Mike Costa, alright? 1 page. And it's from the transition is that Eddie Brock gets his Venom suit back. So, we see Flash and we see Spider-Man. Flash, I gotta say, it's good to see you back in a suit. You've done a lot of good work. First with the program, then with the Guardians. You've earned it. Several times over is all I'm saying. Good job. Sorry, I'm trying to read from the screen. I appreciate that, Spider-Man, but the timing might be better if you waited for any time other than right after we've been beaten, captured, and totally fucked. Yeah, that's true. So, do you see the difference in the humor? First of all, he actually tries to sets up a joke. Does the joke work? I thought so. It was obvious from left field where it was going. As soon as I saw him like this, I was like, oh, they're hanging upside down. I know it. So, You know, it's not the best joke in the world, but it's significantly better than Dan Slott's just juvenile anti-humor or awkward humor. Awkward humor is not inherently funny. Yeah, fuck, I'm not gonna go on a rant about that shit. But here's the real issue. Look, also, here's the other thing. So this is Mike Costa. Mike Costa portrays Spider-Man in times of like peril as serious, as a hero. Look, he's right, Flash. We need a Hail Mary here, and I've got an idea. What are you doing? Go with me on this. You set the whole place on fire. We're surrounded by supervillains wearing symbiotes. I don't see a better option. Like, he's actually acting like a... Yeah, Black Cat gets... We'll see. I haven't watched Duggar's video on part 4 yet, but apparently some stupid shit happens. But, of course some stupid shit happens, because Dan Slott wrote it! Like this. Anti-Venom buddy, I know that you and Felicia have history, but I don't think she's interested in a romantic reunion. Huh. You're not going to try to kiss me, right? But still, at least Mike, that's kind of juvenile, but Mike Costa, at least, he sets up the joke. Because whatever. It's just irritating. Like, the joke actually works. Even though I didn't think that particular joke was funny. But it's like, but you can't take anyone seriously in Dan Slott's books. None of them, like, there's no stakes. Eddie Brock is portrayed like a little bitch. In this one, Eddie Brock is portrayed as, like, look, just look at even the art. And I love Stegman's art. Wait, he's brooding, he's upset. Look at this. What do you get from this? He's whining. What do you get from this? He's brooding. He's upset. He needs to get. He's a man on a mission, you know. And you want to see him get the Venom suit back. Look at this. Clearly, we aren't wearing the right costumes to this party. So let's say my pal and I just kind of back out slowly, and all of us can forget this embarrassing faux pas actually happened. And look, they're ready to fight. They're ready to just rumble. You know, he's like, all right, I'm just going to say something like kind of like witty here. It works. It works because Mike Costa obviously takes this seriously. Dan Slott does not take this serious. He has not taken anything serious in the past 10 years. And fucking Nick Spencer is going to write Amazing Spider-Man? That's the rumor? Come on. And where's Dan Slott going to go? You know X-Men Gold and X-Men Blue are canceled in the summer, right? There's a rumor they're bringing back Uncanny. You think Dan Slott's not going to want to ask to be on Uncanny? I'm actually scared to read this. Venomverse is going to fall because it's going to fail because of Dan Slott. Dan Slott is fucking horrible and he needs to stop. Dan Slott needs to go and he needs to write sitcoms, all right? For like UPN. UPN doesn't exist anymore, sorry. For My 9, all right? That air at like 7:30 for people who don't actually watch TV but have the TV on in the background. Occasionally look up, laugh at some stupid shit, and then go back to whatever they're doing. That's what Dan Slott needs to do. He needs to stop writing this. Anyway, let me know what you guys think. You can follow me at Trajan Channel on Twitter, where I shitpost. And that's it. Thanks a lot.